Today is the fucking James Cameron super happy special hour, because we got, man, we're so lucky that James Cameron, blessed be his name, has graced us with the 4K scans of True Lies and The Abyss.
Mayday, mayday, we're going down.
The picture looked fucking amazing. I loved the bubbles in The Abyss.
Oh
That
my
looked
God.
great. Explosions.
You and the bubbles.
The bubbles were great. I remarked on the bubbles on at least three separate moments. I remarked on, God damn, those bubbles look great.
The aliens looked freaking badass.
The aliens looked great. In True Lies, the fucking explosions were really nice, dude. It was just so... Oh, God, it was so beautiful. So beautiful. So let's discuss.
Who's your favorite character in The Abyss? Or characters?
Man, I mean, probably Bud, because Ed Harris gives, like... I haven't seen every Ed Harris performance out there, but man, he gives a hell of a fucking performance. That's my favorite role that Ed Harris has ever done. That's when I fell in love with Ed Harris. I've watched those movies several times, and every single time I just appreciate Ed Harris and his role just a little bit more. Who's your favorite character?
Probably Bud.
Bud's your favorite?
Followed closely probably by Hippie. Actor's name is Todd Graff.
Yeah, I need to watch more movies with Todd Graff, because I don't really know him from anything off the top of my head.
Other than The Abyss,
yeah. Except for The Abyss, yeah. What else was Michael Biehn in? Oh, he was in Sushi Girl, which is something we've been wanting to watch.
I still really want to see that.
Motherfucker, that's right. He was in Grindhouse. He was in Planet Terror.
Oh, The Rock!
Kyle Reese in fucking Terminator. Clearly James Cameron kind of liked this guy if he brought him back for this.
Corporal Hicks
Oh my
and
fucking
Aliens.
God. Clearly James Cameron
I hope we're saying that right. I hope it's not Bean or Bane or... I don't know. I don't know how you would say that.
Dude, I've spent my whole life with people mispronouncing my name, so I don't give a fuck. Fucking Michael Biehn, dude, the Beanie Baby. I understand why James Cameron goes to this guy. Hey, man, it's a term of endearment, okay? All right, I wouldn't say it if I didn't love him. How the hell... Mastri... Man... How do you say her last name? Mastrantino. Fucking... The lady that plays Lindsay... The lady that plays Lindsay was, did pretty fucking well.
Mary Elizabeth. She's awesome.
Yeah, she's
a gem.
Aside from Ed Harris, she also carries the majority of the emotional weight of this film.
I agree.
Oh my God, I love her. And we'll explain why later, but dear God, Lindsay, specifically the way she plays with Bud, she and Bud, I think, have
great chemistry.
They have great fucking chemistry. They play together so well.
My God.
You really believe that they were a married couple. Coming from a married couple, they feel like a married couple. You can see the intricacies. Like, there's that one moment where she tells him to turn on his side because he's snoring, right? Right? You see, it feels like a married couple.
I usually kick him, but
well,
they all fit together really well.
Yeah, they really fucking did. The whole cast, just even the characters that are like up on the fucking on the ship that are having to survive the hurricane during the that they get cut off from. The umbilical is attached to that ship up there at the top. Even the few small characters up there. So many fun actors in this movie. So many fun fucking actors. We can't even list all of them because there's too.
No,
James
there's so many.
There are so many. He manages to make every single one of them shine with just a little bit of character.
He needs to do a little bit better with the names of his characters, in my opinion. Like Lieutenant Coffee. I mean, come on, man.
I mean,
Hippie? Really?
Hippie's pretty fun. Virgil was his name, but he's called Bud and stuff. I don't know. I like Bud. I'm gonna refer to him as Bud always. That or Ed Harris.
Pantsless guy.
The pantsless guy. God, yeah, fucking.
And the guy in the coma.
Yeah, right. Fucking. It's great how they set that up to pay off. So we're getting into the spoilery stuff now. So, all right, probably I think my favorite moment out of the entire fucking movie, out of a movie that is just chocked full of so many just delicious, delicious moments. I love The Abyss so much. Maybe my favorite James Cameron film. My favorite moment in this movie, I think, is when... oh god, when Bud is rushing down the hallway and it's filling up with water and that door is starting to come at him and close and he puts his hand through and the ring stops the door from closing on him. Man, god, I'm almost getting goosebumps. Just think about that shit, dude. I love that moment. I love that ring is one of my favorite props.
When he loses the 3 guys behind the door before he goes in with like the ring on his finger, like, dude, losing, like, seeing his friends die in front of him.
God, I know that's rough. And all they had to do was cut the thing. They just couldn't hear him, man.
No, because the water was rushing. We couldn't
It's too
hear
loud,
it.
yeah. I mean, plus, I mean, like, fuck, if I was in that situation, I'd probably be panicking, you know?
Well, I mean, anybody would panic.
One thing that I have to say is James Cameron is so great at making sequences. James Cameron and, you know, other really good fucking auteurs, you know, people who are really good at their fucking job are able to make full sequences, full movements, and it's just insanity. And there are so many of those in this movie.
Blood revive England.
Yeah?
Damn, that was hard.
Yeah.
Him slapping her across the face like 2 or 3 times and like calling her a bitch. It was like, damn, dude, you don't want to let her go.
I know. I have seen this movie several times, and I know how it ends. I always know how this movie comes out, of course. But every time you get to that part, man, it's just, oh god, you could feel the emotion in Ed Harris.
It's really cool to see Ed Harris actually play a good guy. You know, we normally see him as being like the bad guy or the villain or whoever, you know, whoever it may be. You never really, I mean, there might be more movies where he plays a good guy that I'm unaware of, but this, he did a really good job being like the hero in this story.
Oh yeah, Bud carries your heart all the way. Oh god, and his sacrifice going down into the abyss at the end. Oh, it's a one-way trip. Oh god, fucking And we were sitting there watching this one last night because we did this one last night and we did True Lies a little while ago. We did this one last night and just, man, you feel it. You feel him making his sacrifice, and it hurts you, but it hurts so good. You're either sitting there just in absolute, just like ass clenching tension, or just in just kind of shock and awe because, my god, Bud just lost his buddies, or we're thinking that Lindsay is gonna die, or oh my god, so many just superb moments.
We watched the theatrical cut. We've seen the director's cut before. Which one is your favorite?
Almost always I'm gonna pick the director's cut.
It's better to watch more than it is to watch less.
I suppose so, because I'm thinking of other films that I prefer the director's cut on. You know, Dawn of the Dead, I prefer the extended cut. The original Dawn of the Dead, I definitely prefer the extended. The Abyss, I prefer the extended.
Lethal Weapon,
I prefer the extended. Yeah, there's almost, I can't, I'm having a hard time thinking about any movie that I don't like the extended version of.
Even Sucker Punch.
Yeah, Sucker Punch, I prefer the extended.
Exactly.
Alien, I prefer the extended version. So, and the same thing is with True Lies. I prefer the extended version on this one.
Yep.
It just gives a little bit more character to each of the characters. So, okay, what about you? You've seen the extended and the original. Do you prefer the extended?
Oh, I love the extended cut.
Yeah, I thought so. I figured.
More, 10 times more. I don't know. I loved the movie. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I really loved watching the theatrical cut as well. It didn't take away from anything. I just felt like I've seen the director's, that was like the first showing that I've ever seen was the director's cut. And that was pretty much all I knew was like watching the director's cut.
So it almost felt like something was missing?
Yeah, it felt like scenes were missing. It felt like a very shortened movie.
Okay.
And it was like wait, there's more. What the hell?
I absolutely love the underwater submarine fight that happens right before the whole Lindsay having to get revived thing. You know, everything from the moment that Coffee takes the submersible down and is going to take the nuke down to, you know, into the abyss, right? From that moment, I'm getting fucking goosebumps now thinking about it. From that moment forward until until Ed Harris is able to resuscitate Lindsay, until he's able to get his fucking wife back, man. Holy shit, I think that might be one of the greatest full sequences, A, that James Cameron ever made, and B, that I think I might have ever seen. Oh my god, I can gush about that moment forever. That's like a full, what is it, like 10, 15 minute stretch that is just holy fucking shit, insanely tense. Oh my god. So many emotions at once.
Yeah, like you were saying, the intensity. And even after, they finally, I guess, off coffee.
Off the cough.
I'm sorry. Just like Lindsay, like trying to say goodbye to Bud, and Bud realizing like he lost her, and him screaming like, damn, just like you were saying, that whole sequence put together. But even like after the whole dramatic experience with the fight, between the two subs, it's like, whew, God, the emotions of, him or me, or him or her, it's like, wow, how do you decide that? I don't think I could.
Half of me thinks that, like, James Cameron wanted to make this movie only because he found out about, like, that, like, breathable liquid shit. And he's like,
God.
I'm gonna make a whole movie just so I can play with that shit for 10 minutes.
Bud first puts on his helmet.
Yeah, oh yeah, that wasn't the actual gel in there. He almost fucking died, right?
Drowning in actual, like, water.
Yeah, he was actually fucking, like, really close to dying, apparently, doing this movie. I respect any actor that is willing to put themselves in harm's way like that, although, goddamn, it shouldn't happen.
No, God, no.
Because, I mean, like, imagine, like, asking any artist to actually legitimately put themselves in harm's way, I think, is irresponsible. Like, what the... I look at it the same way that Penn and Teller would look at it, more or less. You're there the audience is there to be entertained, and it would be morally incorrect to show them something that is not entertainment. People actually getting hurt isn't entertainment. That's violence, that's bloodshed, that's warfare, right? That's not entertainment.
No.
I want to see people get blown the fuck up on screen, but I don't want it to happen in reality.
No, and
that's
there's
abhorrent.
been so many mistakes with like gunfire. Brandon Lee in The Crow. I mean, he actually died on that set from getting shot.
Yeah,
like,
no shit.
That shouldn't happen. That shouldn't have to happen.
Yeah.
He should have been on this planet for 20, 30, 40 more years, and he, unfortunately didn't get to go that far.
Exactly, right? And that almost fucking happened to Ed Harris here.
Yeah.
Right? We would have been robbed of so many more great, we would have been, who the fuck am I talking about? We were going to be robbed. He was going to be robbed of his fucking life.
Yeah.
Like...
I mean, we wouldn't have seen him in National Treasure 2. We wouldn't have seen him in, oh my god, so many more movies.
I know, it would have sucked. I mean, like, definitely mostly for his family and all that kind of stuff, but still. Ed Harris almost actually biting it in reality, that's the only thing that I actually have against The Abyss. Otherwise, man, I think it's a damn near perfect film.
And even with that, he still acted his ass off.
He did. I mean, he was a fucking professional.
Yeah. I mean, no, like, if I was a part of that, and I went through that traumatic experience of, like, almost dying on set, honestly, I don't think I would go back. I'd be like, okay, I'm done, peace.
It would be hard.
I'd be so mortified. I'd be so terrified of just, like, going back to the water and stuff like that again. Like, that would hit me hard.
Overall rating, baby. How would you rate The Abyss by James motherfucking Cameron?
Oh, A+.
A+?
Always, in a heartbeat.
Absolutely, I have to agree. Fucking hard A+, in my opinion. Literally, it's...
10 Ed Harrises.
10 Ed Harrises out of 10. That's perfect, yes. I would give it, like, again, a 99 out of 100, just because James Cameron did not consider the safety of his people above all else. But
that's not, like, in the movie, though.
Well, okay, that's true. Okay, I guess if we're talking just the movie itself, not talking about the meta outside of it whatsoever, 100 out of 100. I honestly cannot think of anything else in this film that really should be cut out. Even the musical section in the extended edition, even though I don't particularly care for it, it still goes to show the bond between the crew, and it is at least a fun moment for people that do enjoy it. I didn't, but I'm sure other people did. Obviously, James Cameron did. That's why they shot it in the first place. I mean, I don't think everybody's going to love this movie. I don't think everybody...
I would.
You think every single human is going to love
Oh,
it?
fuck yeah. I mean, at least give it a shot. Even if you
True.
don't wind up liking it or don't even wind up caring about it, you should at least try. Honestly, even like the affections between the aliens and the humans, I really care for that. Because you usually see them in such a negative light. You see the aliens blowing up the humans and stuff, and it's like this one and Arrival were both ones that just really make you go, okay, we could be friends with each other, and that's cool.
Like, if you like action, it's a good movie. If you like science fiction, it's a good movie. If you like drama, it's a good movie. If you like romance and like romantic tension, it's a good movie. Just all around, The Abyss is such a great film. Everybody needs to watch The Abyss.
Agreed.
They should, at least they ought to give it a try. I'm sure not everybody will like it, but I'm sure everybody should at least try it.
Agreed.
All right, so let's move on to the movie. I'm sure you're more excited.
I'm so excited about this one. You see how much more animated I am. I'm just so excited. I love The Abyss, don't get me wrong, but this is like, I love this film so much. Okay. True Lies.
True Lies.
Oh my god.
So, talk to me about True Lies, baby. Tell me, who's your favorite character? Who's your favorite character?
Harry.
Or
no, actually Helen. Oh god, maybe Gip. Maybe Simon. Oh, Lanta.
Why do you like Harry? I can say a couple reasons why I like Harry.
Harry is just one of those really, like, he's like James Bond for, like, America. Also quirky and funny. He handles himself like a boss. I don't know, he's just awesome.
He's very much Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I think that, I don't know, this movie to me very much feels like, and Harry as a character exemplifies it. This movie feels like James Cameron was just like, why the fuck don't they hire me to go do a James Bond movie? Fuck you guys, I'm gonna go do it myself. Harry is your pretty standard action star. Arnold Schwarzenegger is not the greatest actor in the world, but he's just still so fun to watch that it doesn't really matter.
And we kind of were on a kick with him for a while. And it's on and off. It's on and off.
I mean, we'll still go back and watch a Schwarzenegger film every now and again. Schwarzenegger's just fun. Jamie Lee Curtis was also pretty fun in the movie. I liked Jamie Lee quite a bit.
I just love her.
In general, she's just pretty fun.
I love her so much.
I mean, of course, her early days were nice, but fucking, like, I actually liked her definitely in Virus.
Fish Called Wanda.
That's damn right.
Fucking A. Damn straight.
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis, she's never been one of my favorites, but man, she is so reliable. She always just does a good job. I'm never displeased when Jamie Lee Curtis, at least out of the things that I've seen, I've never been displeased by Jamie Lee Curtis so far.
Helen is probably one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, she's very
not
dorky.
My absolute favorite in True Lies, because that is really hard to choose from, but she is definitely up there, and I love her. She's quirky, she's funny.
Yeah, but she also is courageous. That's the important thing behind her. She's
a badass.
She is. I mean, she's meek, and she's lived her whole life as, just the stereotypical housewife. But she does exemplify the courage that she needs to get the job done. Sure, she might accidentally shoot everybody by dropping her gun down the stairs, but the thing is she still does it. She is still a badass. Just kind of like in The Abyss, which James Cameron is pretty fucking good with this again. It does feel like they are a real married couple.
Yeah, I actually feel like instead of like the banter like in The Abyss between the two married couple and that one, this one has more of a meekness on a marriage. Like Harry doesn't, he whatever you want, dear, sure, dear, okay, dear. That kind of mentality. Same thing with Helen, Jamie Lee Curtis's character. It's a lot of, oh, how was your day? Oh, yeah, okay, dear. A lot of that. A lot of, I guess you would call it, like,
Mundane.
respect or kind of, like, blankness.
Their relationship does feel like the very, aside from Schwarzenegger being, a spy and whatever, they feel like a very stereotypical, mundane couple.
Yep.
And that's, that's perfectly fine. That's what they were trying to pull off for the film. And man, I loved it. I fucking loved it. It was great. Grant Heslov and Tom Arnold were both excellent supporting characters.
Yeah.
They both, love them both to death. They're both great. Both of them pulled off their characters excellently. Yeah. Specifically Tom Arnold. My God. Fucking welcome to the club!
I love Gib. Gib is that one friend that is such a bad influence, but you still love him. Like, he's adorable. Like, he's kind of like a puppy.
He is.
He's so adorable. Like, he's so cute.
Man,
like,
he's kind of like the puppy that, like, he's the puppy that's pissed on your rug.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, oh my God, Gib, what the fuck? I love you, but what the fuck?
Obviously, Simon, played by Bill Paxton.
I was just about to bring him up. Yes, fucking Simon.
Oh my
Bill Paxton
God.
is all hail King Paxton.
I love
God.
Bill Paxton so much.
No, Bill Paxton was great in everything that he fucking did. I mean, he was great in Aliens.
Yeah.
He was great in fucking, what was that, Frailty. He's great
Oh
in
my
this.
God.
I don't give a fuck what Bill Paxton is doing. He's great. I love him.
He doesn't shy away from being great in this one, and he's awesome. He's wonderful. He's so
Such a sleaze bag.
sleaze. Yeah, I was gonna say sleaze and cheese. He's like so sleazy and cheesy. Like,
Oh God,
it's
that mustache. Oh, Mr.
the
Mustache.
gross mustache that all the women go ah. The conversation between Simon and Harry in the car is hilarious, and like the sequence where Harry like just like blips out and just like tries to like I guess kill Simon in the kind of space out sequence. God. And of course you have Juno, played by Tia Carrere. She is the evil bitch in
that's okay.
True Lies.
Yeah, I couldn't.
She did a good job playing a bitch. Like literally, I did not like her, but that was. It did its job. She played Cassandra.
Yeah, she played Cassandra in Wayne's World. And, like, that's the only thing I can, off the top of my head, think. What else did you take out?
Oh, and Wayne's World 2. That makes a lot of sense. Okay.
Oh, wow. True Lies was the follow-up to Wayne's World 2? That's interesting.
Girl.
Oh, my God. She was in High School High. No, I forgot she was in High School High.
I don't think I've seen that.
No, you did. Remember, that was with fucking John.
Oh,
what's
my
his fuck?
God.
Oh,
That's
God.
Right. She was the teacher.
Yes, yeah, okay.
She did the voice in Lilo and Girl, you're awesome.
Oh, she was Nani's voice in Lilo and Stitch. Interesting.
Yeah.
Tina Carrere was pretty fucking fine. She really did feel like a bit of a bitch.
Aziz.
Yeah, the main bad guy. He was okay. I think when it comes to, bad guys in James Cameron films, I definitely think that Aziz is not the greatest, but he was perfectly serviceable.
The bad guy in The Abyss was...
Yeah, Coffee in The Abyss was great.
You really don't like him, but I also kind of felt bad for him, too.
Yeah. No, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying that, what the hell is this guy's name?
Art Malik.
Art Malik? Yeah, I'm not saying that this guy did bad. He didn't. He did just fine. I just think that the character itself could have been written a little bit stronger. There could have been something to reinforce it a little more.
I agree.
But that's all right.
But he did a good job being...
Yeah, for what it was, my God. I mean, it's still one of the most fun action films. I've only seen it a handful of times.
Dana, played by Eliza Dushku.
Yeah.
I think that's how you say her name.
Eliza Dushku. What a name.
I liked her quite a bit. She did a good job with what she had. She held herself very well, especially towards the end.
Yeah, I always think that, like, younger actors, you got to give a little bit more leeway. And because of that, I thought she was perfectly fucking fine. I would actually, it felt like she needed to be scared, and she felt like she was properly fucking scared.
Yeah. And the relationship between Harry and Dana, that was a good father-daughter relationship.
Yeah. It felt, real enough You know, I liked enough that it sold the last 2.5 hours or however long I was sitting there watching the film. What are some of your favorite moments in the film, baby?
Probably when Simon pees in front of Harry and Gib.
Has him at the fucking gun, the gunpoint at the dam?
At the dam
At
scene.
the dam?
Oh my god. When Gib tries to shoot at his feet.
Yeah, fucking, you're just gonna shoot me when I turn around. Yeah, fucking.
Go home.
I prefer the action scenes over the moments of comedy and over the slight romantic moments and all that kind of stuff. That's just me. So I suppose I'm just gonna have to go ahead and say the third act of the film. You know, the fourth act of the film is pretty good. This is one of those movies. I would at least divide this movie into 4 distinct acts. There's the whole opening section where we're learning about everything. The second act, which is entirely about Harry and about Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis and their relationship. The third act is them getting captured and having to deal with the nukes and stuff like that, and the bridge scene, and then finally the fourth act is having to deal with Aziz, with the jet plane at the very end. And I would say probably the whole third act, everything from the moment that the door gets kicked down after the strip scene, after the door gets kicked down there, all the way through fucking the nuke going off. God, what an amazing fucking Okay, like, I was talking earlier when we were talking about The Abyss, I was talking how James Cameron is really good at doing those whole segments, these whole sequences. The third act of this film is just one gigantic sequence, and it is amazing from start to finish.
Truth serum. Like,
the truth serums.
When Arnold gets the shot to tell, like, the truth, and, he's like, well, ask me anything to Jamie, and she goes, are we going to die? And he looks at her straight on and goes, yep.
I think that this movie is probably James Cameron's funniest movie. Like, hands down, because, you mentioned the truth serum scene, which is fucking great. The fight in the bathroom, which, it's a good fight.
Oh my god.
But the fucking old guy in the stall, oh my god, they could just cut to him a couple of times. The whole horse chase was very fun. But the very end, when Arnold is just like, what kind of a cop are you? To the horse? I don't know. The whole horse section was excellent and pretty fucking funny as well. I don't know. James Cameron never went back to going this funny, to my knowledge, out of the things that I've seen of him. Schwarzenegger's definitely done a number of comedy films.
Yeah, I
don't know. I'm not 100% sure they intended for Commando to be a comedy film, but I think they did, and that's at least the way that I'm going to take it. So yes, Schwarzenegger is well aware how to do action comedy.
And tango scene where Harry and Helen meet Simon again.
Yeah.
And just, like, when she's like, do you want me to do him here? And he just, like, starts peeing again. Like, oh my god, poor guy. I feel so bad for him, but he kind of deserves it.
He's just such a slimy douche. I've said that several times, I think, already, but he is such a slimy character. It's fun to watch Bill Paxton scream. He's
so funny.
Yeah, he's squeamy. Pulling Jamie Lee Curtis out of the fucking helicopter, or out of the
car.
The car. Yeah. There's the helicopter flying, there's the bridge, Jamie Lee Curtis is in the car, there's the driver dead, and it's all like flunka against the walls, and Arnold Schwarzenegger's got to pull down and fucking pull his wife up and out of the car, and he does it at the last second, and that shit's just fucking great. It is such... Man, it's so tense. Again, watch this movie several times. I know how the movie ends, but my God, James Cameron knows how to build tension. Oh, man. He's not quite my favorite filmmaker, but when it comes... He is one of my very favorites. Easily a top 5 favorite for me. James Cameron is fucking fantastic. And, baby, I am so happy we have the 4K scans of both of these movies.
Oh my god.
They're so good. Okay. So what would you rate True Lies?
A+.
A+?
A++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++ No.
Well, that's fine. It's okay if it is. No?
They're equal.
You love them
love
equal?
them both so much.
That's fair. That's fair. You can love things equal. That's fine.
A+,
For me,
though, for sure.
A+ on both. A+ on both. Good. For me,
Don't.
True Lies, A+. I think I would give it an A+, but a soft A+. It's really fucking good. The scripting is really tight. The action is amazing. The only reason why I'm giving it a soft A+ is because I do think that the main antagonist, Aziz, could have been written a little bit stronger. So I would give it like 97 out of 100. An A+, but a soft A+. I definitely like The Abyss. I like The Abyss more than True Lies. The Abyss is one of my favorite films. I do quite love The Abyss.
Would you recommend it to others?
Would I recommend it to others? Fuck yes, I would recommend it to others. If you like action movies, if you like espionage movies, if you like a little bit of romance in there, any of those three things.
Comedy.
Yeah, fuck, if you like comedy, fuck, this is a pretty funny film. Anybody who's a fan of Schwarzenegger, go for True Lies. Anybody who likes Cameron, if you like his other films, if you liked The Terminator, if you liked, well, specifically if you liked Terminator 2, this is a lot closer to Terminator 2 than the first one. Just fucking, yeah, there's several reasons to watch both of these movies. What about you? Would you suggest one or both of these movies?
1,000%.
1,000%, she says. There are so many damn good fucking movies and stuff out there, and I wanted to make movies at one point in my life, but I don't. I instead wrote books. Surprise! I'm gonna sell you shit. Do you like scary shit? Well, I do. This right here is The Circus, an American fantasy. If you like clowns, circuses, and how capitalism is going to destroy everything you love, well, just go ahead and give this book a read. There's a link in the description. This right here is Portraits in Bloodlines. This is 23 short stories. I wrote half of them. My father wrote the other half. There's horror, slipstream, urban fantasy, a little bit of everything for everyone here in Portraits in Bloodlines. We're going to be at the Mad Monster Party convention over in Glendale, Arizona. It's going to be real fun. It's going to be July the 12th to 14th in 2024. That's going to be at the Renaissance Phoenix Glendale Hotel. Go ahead and come on by and we'll be able to talk about fucking movies and books and all kinds of great shit. I would love to see your face. So, or don't. That's entirely up to you. Also, my wife will be there.
I'll be there. Hi.
I'm going to bid you a good toodle.
I bet you.
We're going to bid you one good toodle today. That's how we're going to do it.
Just one.
Just one. Fucking, I'm knocking shit over. We're done. Go away now.
Goodbye.
Oh, I think I killed it before you said goodbye. Oh, well, no, the thing's still going.
Oh, shit.
It's the stop button. Stop!
Mayday, mayday, we're going down.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's like asking someone what is their favorite topping on their pizza. Like, what the hell?
Oh, God, was that...
I forgot his
How was
name.
it? What else? Where's the Michael... Where's the Beanie Boy? The both of them. I love them both. The pic... Damn it. I'm stumbling because I'm so excited.
I know, me too.
All right.